Hey guys, what's up? It's Wolfie here, and welcome back to a new video. So today, here's some of the quarantine tips for your quarantine. I know it's June and things are starting to reopen mildly with some restrictions, but I'm not ready to show my face on YouTube yet, and I have a little bit of acne right now, and I want you guys to see a pepperoni pizza as the first expectation, or first, yeah, the first, I can't think of the word. The first impression. Okay, there we go. I don't know why that took me so long. But yeah, so let's get started. So, the first thing we're going to be talking about is finding something to do. Then we'll go on to wellness and exercise and stuff like that, and how to stay healthy during quarantine, because I know a lot of us will be under stress, and stress does actually enable the unhealthy behaviors. So, the first thing, of course, as I said before, we're going to be talking about finding things to do. Now, quarantine is just basically staying inside. It's like we're hibernating for, like, public health reasons. What you want to do is just something you is do one of your hobbies, anything that makes you feel happy and makes you feel like things are somewhat normal. I know you can't go out places like, for instance, an amusement park or out with your friends without wearing masks, but do something you love. Like, in my opinion, I like to write and read and play Minecraft and do stuff like that and well, make videos for you guys, play video games, stuff like that, as I said before, and exercise. Now take what I said, do whatever makes you feel good. So if it's anything from drawing, like I like to do drawing, anything from making videos, do something that makes you happy, something that will occupy yourself, and if you have more hobbies, you can move on to that. Another thing, I know a few people who like messing with sports. People who like playing basketball, football over quarantine. You can even try and revisit old hobbies or try finding a new hobby. Try something new that can stay indoors and you can do indoors and that you have the supplies for. I know more shops are starting to open and stuff like that, so you guys can go out instead of like to pick up takeout from the restaurant. You can go and get supplies, like if you want to make slime, you could get glue from the store or any of the material to go in it. But do something that makes you happy and that will keep you occupied, but like people who play sports, like technically getting exercise, and exercise relieves stress and anger and any negative emotions you may have built up inside you. So do that if you want to. I'm not saying you have to, but if you're feeling stressed, turn off the computer, turn off your iPhone. It may be something online, it may be something inside of you. Talk to a friend if you really need to, if they will listen to you. I mean, not all people do, which is sad, but if you ever need someone to talk to, look in the description of this video and you'll find my socials. So you can message me. You can find me on Discord or Instagram, because I see those the most. But I'm on there if you want someone to talk to who will listen and give advice. That's beside the point. But keep in mind, exercise does relieve negative emotions. So do that. Try exercising over quarantine. This is the best time that you may want to do, like, to get yourself healthier and more fit where you have more time. One thing though, don't exercise to get a better appearance. Do not do that. That's what I see a lot in the society these days, where everyone wants to be perfect. Maybe it's just your age, maybe it's just what I'm seeing in society, but it's sad where you I've seen this myself. It's sad where you live in a society where people just, I don't know how to, everyone just seems like to hurt one another these days. Eh, I mean, like, I feel like my generation is more concerned with problems in the world, like climate change and stuff like that, but there's toxicity, like, probably because of more internet things invented these days. But yeah, on to exercise. Now, exercising. I've tried these new workouts by a girl named Chloe Tang. I don't know if you guys ever heard of her. I think she has about 10 million subscribers now. She was like at 9 million like a week ago, but she just hit 10 million. So I would check her out, guys, because she makes good workouts for everyone, and there's like it's a free program, so that's pretty amazing. But I personally think you guys should all check her out because she helps like a lot. Like there's results video. You could check them out if you don't feel motivated. Oh, this isn't gonna work. Check it out. But the thing is, if you guys want abs, and like I said before, don't exercise to get a better appearance. Exercise to stay healthy. If you guys want to get abs though, to get like that muscle and strength in you, you have to sort out your eating habits. It's unfair. Life is unfair. I get it. Especially when you've lived your life maybe like eating more than you've burned. You know what helps? Looking at the nutrition facts to see how much you should have a serving. But you know what? Limit your junk food intake. It's really hard, I know, but if you want to get your abs, then you have to sort out your eating more. You have to eat less, like portion size, portion control. Because if you eat like, let's say, if you cut sugar out of your diet completely, like some people do that, I can't, a lot of people can't. It's really hard. Don't do that. That's gonna make you feel horrible. I mean, unless you can do it. I won't judge you. You can do it. Do what makes you feel good, but I personally think, and listen to me on this, take this advice because it's recommended, limit portion size. Because if you cut out sugar or go on like a diet like keto or something, you you will lose control. Because okay, the first few days fine, but you're resisting the urge so hard to not go for those cookies or Cheez-Its or whatever. But what you want to do if you if you are resisting that urge and then finally one day you're just like, screw this, and you take the Cheez-Its or cookies and then start eating them, then you'll just get so worked up that you'll start eating like that every day and it will just build calories. That's why if you want to limit your portion size and get like healthier, if you want to get healthier and get those abs, limit portion sizes. That's all I'm saying. There's a difference between natural sugars and added sugars. Limited um Natural sugars are better than added sugars. Added sugars just like comes in like Snickers bars and stuff like that. Like natural sugars come in fruit. So maybe next time you go for a snack, go for like an apple or something instead of always cookies. I mean, I'm not saying cut out cookies and Cheez-Its out of your diet completely. Just limit where you go for them and stuff like that, and how much you take. So I'd recommend, if you really are concerned, look at the serving size, because the serving size will give you the correct amount to take if you're on a portion moderation diet. Like keep everything in moderation. Anything without moderation is bad. And I've learned this in school and just from logic and people who exercise well and get good and have a balanced diet. That's what you want to have, a balanced diet. Not like something like no sugar at all, because that's just unnecessary. One more thing, or a few more things, before we get to wellness. Do not get yourself into an eating disorder. One thing to do so you don't intake as much food besides portion control is drink water more. Drinking water will help you. Believe it or not, drink it. Don't throw up your food. Don't so it looks like you ate and then you're actually throwing it up to get skinny, because that doesn't help. And starving yourself, your body will hold on to the calories and you'll actually gain more weight because your metabolism is slowing down. So just do anything but starve yourself. Drink water, limit portion size, and don't get yourself into an eating disorder, because that's probably the biggest mistake you'll make with your diet that will screw everything up. And sometimes it's from mental issues, but do not get into an eating disorder. Anyway, on to wellness. For wellness, again, like I said, you could always talk to me. Do what I said before. Look in the description box. I respond to Discord and Instagram the most. If you need someone to talk to who will listen and give advice. Another thing. It's okay to have feelings. You're not an attention seeker for having feelings. That's what it seems like these days, but you're not. People who it's 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 logical that people who actually hold in their emotions are weaker than people who let out their emotions. I'm gonna explain this before people jump at me. If you hold in your emotions, you're doing it because society told you not to. I know this for a fact. Or that you look manly for it or strong. You're not. You're doing what people are telling you to do. You're not doing what your heart wants you to do and how you want to feel. If people leave you over you expressing their emotions, that's their problem. They're not real friends. They're not good people. Express your emotions. Do it. Don't listen to people who let you down like that. If you let out your emotions, you're strong. You are. Be proud of yourself. Let me explain why. I've been there. I've been there where I've just, you know, seen the way people act when you let out your emotions. I've been there. But the thing is, you're strong. Be proud of yourself because not everyone does that these days. Because people believe that they look strong for keeping it in. They're not. You're stronger than them. So, whatever you do, just remember that you're strong. If you let out your emotions, type out a paragraph. You are a legend. Type out your paragraph for sending it to someone. That's totally okay. I know a lot of people who've written paragraphs in the Notes app in their iPhones before they sent it to someone to rant. And I'm always here. I'm always here for everyone. One thing though, as in my personal experience, sometimes I do feel like I'm taken for granted. But that's beside the point right now. You should feel strong for letting out your emotions. It doesn't have to be in front of everyone. It can be just to one person like me. And I will stand here and I won't leave you for expressing your emotions. And I'm just trying to make the world a better place. Because not everyone does that these days. The good people don't step forward. But, that's what I'm trying to change. So just know, if you need someone to talk to, hit me up. What also helps is don't self-harm. It will become an addiction. Please take that. And don't harm other people. Harming other people will just ruin a lot of things. Or animals, or harming objects. Objects will equal money. Just damage if it's something like special to you or valuable to someone else. Hurting animals and people will enable their sad behaviors. And it's sad, but a lot of people do that. Verbally or physically, whatever it is. Anyway, another thing I want to do something that the same thing with quarantine, with finding quarantine habits. Do something that makes you happy. Like a hobby, like drawing, reading, putting a washcloth over your head, cold or warm, whatever you like. Taking a warm shower will help. Just remember that you are loved. You are a gorgeous person, outside and inside, and you deserve that happiness. And I would say if you're feeling down, do not play competitive video games because I have a cousin who screams at his computer and Xbox over his friend's mistaking doing something. I'm sorry to expose him like that, but I'm just giving a good example for why you shouldn't play competitive video games when you're feeling upset. Because I know people get worked up with that stuff when someone kills them in PvP or something like that. Do not play competitive video games. Like what I'm doing right now, build a Minecraft because it's unleashing your imagination. Maybe write a curse word in Minecraft with pixel art if you want to. Rant to yourself. Having a journal is okay to write to yourself. You don't always have to rant to someone. Maybe just writing in a diary or journal or something is also good because you're just putting your emotions out there, not bottling them in. Anything but bottling them in. Or self-harm to make yourself feel better because that's not going to make yourself feel better. Anywho, remember, it may seem like no one's there for you, and trust me, I've been there in your shoes. But there's someone or people who love you out there. You know what? It may seem like, oh yeah, I'm never gonna talk to this toxic person again, or, they just left me, we got in a fight. They will come back to you eventually. It may not happen right away. It may happen in like maybe a decade as long as that, or maybe never. You just have to put up with it. Because cutting the toxic people out of your life will help a lot. It may seem like no, but I really miss them and love them. If they don't love you, if they weren't kind to you, what's the point of keeping them in your life? Because they're just causing you harm to your emotions. So if they're doing that, don't keep them in your life. They're not worth it. Block them. Don't talk to them. It will just make you feel worse and like crap every day if you have to put up with listening to their bull crap. Listen to me. I'd rather have, even if I know someone with this. If you live in a school with, if you live somewhere where you go to a school with people who in the class hierarchy, the lowest person with no friends gets bullied, but there's people who are up there with bad friends, with friends who treat them badly, and then there's the people who are popular and up there. I know someone who experiences this, so I'm not gonna mention their name. Trust me, bullying is bad, but I don't want to be the lowest person in the class to get bullied because that's gonna be damaging. Not that I don't want to be like popular, unpopular. I just don't want to get bullied like that. That's how the class hierarchy works. But having bad friends is also bad. So I suggest you go out more to more places to see if you can meet new people. Like join like a camp or a community to see if you can meet new people. Find an interest that sparks you. Like if you're into programming, find a group of programmers and you guys can all be friends and maybe you'll meet someone there, and then you guys can become really good friends in the future. You never know what it holds. You never know what the future holds. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope any of these helped you. And remember, you can always reach out to me if you need someone to talk to, because I'm always here. And I'll try to help you any way possible. But yeah, peace out.